What it be, what it do? It's another episode of the Oddity Critic, and I'm Philip the Punisher Collins. Thank you for tuning in. This is a special episode since I reached my goal of 50 subscribers by the end of the year, and even before it even happened, technically I had more, but people unsubscribe like they do, and I probably could have had this video out earlier, but I always wanted to be the Christmas video, pretty much to say thank you to everybody, and so I'm gonna have a little Q&A, and I also got a present, and I'm gonna open it when I get through a little bit of the questions. There's not many, but there's enough that that's pretty interesting. What people ask and all that, and hopefully it'll give you insight of who I am, and I'm going to give you a little bit more insight of who I am as a person throughout this, so you know why you should be Team Punisher. I'm not wearing my Punisher beanie, but I am wearing, let me show you motherfuckers what I'm wearing. For my Christmas video, my Freddy and Jason shirt. Oh, it's a Christmas. Anyways, this first question comes from Sean, and I've known Sean for a while. We used to work together, and he's been a big supporter. I've shared us multiple times. He was one of the people that gave me inspiration to actually make this channel. Some people may not know that. There's two people. Well, there's a bunch of people, but I have one person where I work now who said I should become a review person. I was like, nah, nobody wants to see me review. And sometimes I feel like that. But it is what it is right now because, I'm just getting established and you guys are just getting used to me. But there was two people on Facebook, and because I go to the movies so much, and one guy wrote, Philip, you should be a review person, and I thought about that for a little bit, but then Sean wrote underneath that, dude, if you did, I would totally watch your reviews because nobody knows movies like you do. And obviously, that's a big compliment to me, but I also know that there's more people who know more movies than me and know what things mean a little bit better than I do. But I do feel like I'm a good character or judgment on decent movies, and like obviously there's movies that people like that I don't like, and there's movies that I like people don't like. But I feel like for the most part, I'm on that level of knowing, okay, I feel like you like this, maybe not as much as I like it, but you can enjoy it too. But his question, and I want to start with this one because it's a fun question. But Sean asked, which reindeer is your favorite and why? And I've been thinking about this for a little bit, and there's Donner and Blitzen and Dixon. I know there's not no Dixon. I don't want to be like Dixon. But I think Blix or Donald and Blix. Fuck, I fucked it up. Sorry. Is I can give you the reason why, but certain people might watch this video, but it's because mentally I renamed the character Blitzen to Blazin. Let that be enough, and that's why that reindeer is my favorite. People always say, the Rudolphs and whatever, but you got it. If you make a character seem interesting in your head, then it doesn't matter what everyone else likes. But thank you, Sean, for asking that question. Hopefully that answers it good enough for you. Sorry that maybe I didn't. Some other questions is by my friend, another friend named Ghost, and me and him's talked multiple times. Sometimes we would play some games online together. Let me tell you, sometimes he'd be a pain in my ass. Not really, Ghost. You know, you're my homie. Uh, I'm gonna start off with another because he asked two questions, and I want to start with the lighthearted one first before I get into the serious one. He asked, "Who would win in a fight, Baby Yoda or Gremlin?" And I'm not gonna lie, I had to Google what Baby Yoda's powers technically are, because if he can already like strangle you and all that, then obviously there's no point. But Baby Yoda has a limited amount of power right now. Like, he knows how to levitate and all that, but it drains some of his powers where he needs to sleep, and so it depends. Because from this question, it's a singular gremlin, and I think Baby Yoda would win. But if it's multiple gremlins, then I feel like Baby Yoda would die, because it would waste all his powers on a certain amount of them, and by the time that, you know, the gremlin gets to it, or one of the gremlins gets to it, it's going to be weak, it can't defend itself, and that's why I think if it's a one-on-one fight, Baby Yoda. If it's a handicap match, Gremlins. Then he also asked, and this one's actually a tough question, so I want to say fuck you, Ghost, for putting me in this situation. But he asked, "What's your favorite movie / horror movie?" So, horror movie, Devil's Rejects. Easiest answer that I can come up with. Because that's, like, I want to be a director, and that's the movie. And now some people are like, Devil's Rejects, like, it was just like the look of it, and, you know, I love characters that's not black and white. You don't, like, yeah, you got the people that's bad, but also you got this sheriff who you don't know, like, he's walking the tightrope of who he is as a person, and he may be not as good as you think. But Devil's Rejects made me want to be a director. Story and all that, maybe not as much. No offense, Rob. I love you, Rob. But Rob Zombie's hillbilliness of it, I probably would change and all that. I still love his movies, but I feel like I would have to change that part of my movies if I made them. But keep going. Let's see. Let me get to the next question. Now, these next set of questions is by another friend. You know, somebody I've talked to quite a bit, and me and her has grown closer and all that. And sorry that I haven't been a good friend and been reaching out. We me and her still Snapchats. I send her a story pretty much once a day, just so we're like, hey, I'm still around. I just don't have the time that I did when we talked. But her Instagram name is Lil Lil Wild Human. Go check her out. She does makeup, some special makeup effects, but more like beauty makeup and all that. You should definitely check her out. She's pretty talented. And thank you for these questions. She asked, what inspired you to create this channel? And I'll tell you some of it, but I can't tell you all of it until maybe a future down the road, because there's still stuff that I'm insecure about to talk. But what inspired me was, first of all, always been a movie fan. Well, not always, but I've been a big movie fan. I go to movies all the time. And what inspired it was, at the time, in my life, I felt pretty low. Like, mentally, not like physically, because, my job is a physical job, so, gotta stay on your A game with that. But mentally and spiritually, I kind of felt not like rock bottom, but close to it. Like, I felt like my life wasn't going anywhere. Not saying like this is going anywhere, but it's a great hobby for me right now to put out, because I always see so many movies, and it helps me vet those out and let you guys check them out, and hopefully, maybe I can get you interested in a movie that you didn't think would be good, and I say it is good, or maybe save you from seeing a movie that you wanted to see, but then it was like a horrible movie or something. But I did it because I needed something in my life to, move forward, and because I was stuck in the past. And I'll say this, I won't say no names or nothing like that, but there was this girl that I wouldn't say talking to, we were communicating, but not like anything serious, and things seemed good. She told me how she felt about me. I was like, okay, cool, but she wasn't ready. I'm like, okay, cool, take your time, and she ghosted me. And it wasn't the girl, it was the feeling that it made me feel, of feeling like not being good enough. So what I am good at is watching movies, putting my input on movies, and so I needed something in my life that made me feel like I was worthy of something. It doesn't matter if 50 subscribers is the only thing I get, but if I end up getting 500,000 subscribers, I'll just be as happy as if I had 50. Hopefully by then I'll have better special effects and editing and all that, so it wouldn't look so janky and shit. But that's what inspired me to, wanting to feel like I was good at something. And like I said, knowing movies is what I am good at. Some people hate sitting next to me while we're watching movies, because I'm like, that person did this movie and this movie, and more at home when we're watching movies. But I'm always like that fun pack kind of guy about movies and and whatnot. She asked multiple questions, which I love. Thank you. When did your love for movies start? Now, I've always watched movies. Doesn't mean like I really pay attention. Like, honestly, this is how gullible I was with movies. Like, I literally thought, like, in a horror movie, people was getting killed. But then I was like, how are they getting killed multiple times? Because like one of the first horror movies I remember watching was Friday the 13th Part 6. And I watched multiple times, or Pumpkinhead 2. And I'm like, these same actors in it, like, how do they do this? Or I thought they were on a stage, and every time I turned on the movie, like, it would start. Like, that's what, like, how I thought for at a young age. But the more, honestly, like, I don't feel like I really started appreciating movies until I was about 14, or maybe 13. Once I started realizing how much it takes to make a movie, and the stories that people come up with, and just because I'm a you hear about method actors, I'm a method watcher. Like, when I watch a movie, like, I get, like, if I can't get invested into the movie or invest in the characters, to me it's not that good of a movie. Like, it can be funny and all that, but if I don't care about none of the characters, then it's already like a downgrade to me, because I have to like at least one character, I feel. Whether it's the bad guy or the good guy, or, I'll say it's protagonist, antagonist, because sometimes just because I say bad guy doesn't mean it's Jason in a mask. Sometimes it's just the government doing what the government does kind of shit. So, about right when I started being a teenager and understanding it, and because back when I was younger, math was my subject. But once I got into middle school and high school, it was literature. Like, I started reading a lot. I was going to the library at school a lot. Always reading pretty much. I used to not watch as much TV. Then I would sit in my room and read. And just try to get the book done, whatever. Um, but once I did start, watching movies and realizing like, hey, uh, this book is kind of like this movie. Like, only difference is the book goes in more detail, and then sometimes that's what's bad when they make a book into a movie. But thank you for another question. Also, she asked, well, before I do that, I got a special. I'm going to show you this. It's going to be put up soon to make this, I don't want to have it where like the lights are reflected and you can't really see everything behind because of the reflection of the lights and all that. So I've been trying to work on something to make things clearer for you guys until I get a better laptop and be able to film in with the camera that I would want. So I looked online, and anybody knows about Tyler or what happened. This is actually going to be because we were supposed to get Christmas gifts for the channel, but we're gonna wrap them on the channel with each other. Like, I was going to get him something, he was supposed to give me something, and it was supposed to be something based for the channel. And this is what I was planning on getting. It's an LED strip light. Get a little bit closer so you can see. It comes with 3 spools. It's supposed to be almost 40 feet long, but 3 different spools that equal to 40 feet. So about, I think it's like 13 feet per spool. So, what the fuck just happened? I didn't put that on there, guys, I swear. Because if I did, I'd do something more like this. Well, I guess it's not going to work now. What the fuck? Let me see. No, I guess it's not going to work. Oh well. Okay. But I'm going to try to get those up within the next video or 2. It depends on when I film and shit. But yeah. It's going to be brighter. Like, I haven't decided how we're going to put it up, or I got to test it out. But it's Bluetooth, so I can hook it up to my phone, and I want to, I can change the color, and I want to change it based on the movie and shit. So I feel like that's going to be cool. It's going to bring a little more to the look of the show. Little Wild Human also asks, any future plans for the channel? And I'm not going to tell you about the immediate stuff because I actually have a New Year's video that I'm going to be doing next week where I'm going to talk about the immediate future of what I want to do and all that. But big picture, what I want, I'm thinking about, because I'm a big horror movie fan, to have a side channel about horror movies, like all things horror. Maybe like I want this channel to where I end up reviewing everything, like restaurants, books, music, video games. Like, I want it about everything. Like, I don't want to be limited to just movies. I want to branch out and let's see what else. Maybe end up having some t-shirts come out for you guys, some merchandise. One of the things I did talk, if you saw the video, the holiday horror movies, Villainous Varnishes, me and her was talking about what I want to do is have an Oddity Critic road trip where I go see some of my friends around, not around the world, but where they're kind of like close to each other, whereas I can have take a week off from work and spend 2 days here, hang out with them one day, film another day, and I have a few people that I would like to have be special guests on the channel, which also ties into Little Wild Human's other question. So I'm going to hit them both at the same time. She asked, "Do you plan on eventually doing collabs?" And I wasn't sure what she meant, like, am I going to do collaborations with other people's YouTube channels, or have people join on mine, get another co-host, or what? And she was asking, like, do I plan on having like special guests as friends and all that? And I do want to do that. I've reached out to some people, not just Villain and Varnishes, where she calls it and all that, but I also mean like people who actually would sit down on the couch and we discuss, or like if I do the Audio Critic road show, that we'll film wherever they're at, and then I'll upload it and all that. And I can't tell you when that would happen. Like, it'd be cool. Like, I gotta save up because I want to have like a week. Because I have some friends from New Jersey, New York. Ghost is gonna kill me because I can't remember where he lives. I remember he lived in Virginia, but I can't remember where he lives now. Sorry, Ghost. But something like that where I get and actually I have maybe 2 groups of people in New Jersey, so I could spend like 4 days there, and 2 days with one group and 2 days with another group, and hopefully get them on the channel and talk about. And it'd be, I wouldn't say independent, but it'd be like one of those independent kind of deals where it doesn't have to be a major movie, where we went to the theaters. It could be something from the 80s or something that they love. I want it to be something that they can talk about and you can see the love of the movie that they have. If it's multiple people, maybe they have to do rock, paper, scissors of who gets to pick the movie. I don't know. But that is stuff that our future want to do with big picture wise. Now, the video coming out next week be more immediate stuff that I want to kind of work towards within the next 6 months. At least that's my goal. I'm also, as you know, I got a beard. I'm going to talk about something, not cutting it all off or nothing like that, but maybe have a little contest so I can reach my goal to the next one, do something about the beard and all that. But you guys have to tune in for that one. Thank you for everybody who asked questions or who thought about it but didn't know what to ask. Just thank you for everybody who subscribed and has shared us and liked and commented and defended us and showed their friends, or maybe showed somebody on the street. I don't know how people are doing it. And thank you for everybody. Like, I don't know where my reach goes, but if you're from a different country, thank you. If you're from a different state, thank you. It means a lot that I have at least 50 people, maybe not watch my videos all the time, but hit and miss and watch it, and just spend some time talking about movies and shit. And I want to be more like, if you comment, I'm going to comment back, and I'm going to try to do it within the day and all that. So comment, add some movies. Don't be afraid. All you can do is just make this channel better, because I want it to be like your family. Talk to me about your problems. Maybe we become cool and you want to call in and be on the channel. We could talk about a movie. Anything's right now. The sky is the limit, and I'm not setting no limit on just the sky. I'm going past that. So thank you for just being a part of it. But thank you, everybody. Stay classy.